Hi y'all, my name is Marrakesh Maxwell. I use she, her pronouns. I am a public affairs and environmental studies double major. I am running for president of the academic year for 2021 to 2022. I'm going to go through some of the questions for interviews that the SGSU candidates are required to go through. So let's get started. All right, so why did you decide to seek a position with student government? I've been in this organization for 3 years. I've learned a lot about how it works, how we interact with the administration, with the board of trustees, with the students, and I think there are a lot of things that we can improve upon. However, I do have the knowledge of what has been going on for the past 3 years to be able to understand the history and the way that things have worked in the past to really motivate and support folks in enacting change. What are some changes that I will push for to improve student life at Seattle University? Well, there are a few, but I'll just talk about one that's really close to my heart, which is food insecurity. The OMA Food Pantry is open right now. If you haven't utilized it, I would definitely suggest it if you're looking for some support in that area. And I think there needs to be a little bit more support on SGSU's level to make sure that students are getting the resources that they need in order to do well in school, right? If you're not eating, if you don't have a pretty stable income, it's really hard to make sure that your body is being nourished so that your mind can be nourished. And so I would really like to focus on expanding that initiative. If elected, how will my experience at Seattle U shape the way I carry out my position in SGSU? In all honesty, I can be a bit of a mess, a bit of a scatterbrain. I make a lot of mistakes, and I am not a perfect person. That being said, I do work really hard, and I care very deeply about folks, even folks that I haven't even met. And I think that will allow me to have empathy in this role as president and making sure that all of our decisions are really centered around improving students' lives and focusing on making sure that students feel valued and seen and heard and respected from our organization, and communicating and bridging that divide between administration and students that there sometimes is on campus. How would I describe my leadership style? It fluctuates, but I would say that the focus of my leadership style is support and foundation. I think that if you have a good foundation built on trust and respect and people feeling like they are valued and listened to, you're able to communicate a lot better. You're able to share challenges that you're facing, and it allows for people to be a little bit more realistic in what they're able to take on if they need more support or help, including myself. When we create a space of support, I can say, hey y'all, I'm having a little bit of a hard time. I would love some support on this project, XYZ, whatever. All right, so tell me about a time when you had to unite people around a common goal. We often in SGSU do the SUS, the State of the Undergraduate Student Survey, which is focused on getting feedback from as many undergraduates as we can. And often that can be very hard because students don't always feel like we are connected, we are engaged, we are interacting with them, and that's totally fair, right? If an organization isn't reaching you and you don't know about the decisions and activities and work that they're doing, it can feel as if it's not an organization that is there to represent you. And so I think with the SUS, that is a culmination of getting all of the undergraduates into sort of one virtual space for people to share what's going on in their lives, in their academic experience, in their campus-wide experience, to make sure that we are able to improve next year. All right, during the stay-at-home policy, what creative things have you done to keep yourself busy? I've been making a lot of chai, concentrate in my little kitchen over here in Capitol Hill, as well as I've been reading a lot. So if you have any book recommendations, please send them my way. I love pretty much every genre. And then finally, what advice or motivation can you give to others in this uncertain time? If I can say one thing and leave you all with it, it's be kind, say sorry when you're wrong, and let's just give each other a little bit more hugs. once we've all been vaccinated and it's safe. Because I think we're all suffering in various ways and feeling challenged in various ways. And some of us may be feeling very overwhelmed and isolated. And that's actually a very normal feeling for many people. And I think it's important that we remember that we're all going through things individually. So reach out to your friends, to your family, to your peers, to even your teachers. That's all. All right. Thanks, everybody. I would love to be your president for the next year. I hope to work for you all next year.